venerated Enlightened Master Ji Gong, vegetarian, known as the Living Buddha, was a 12th century Zen master and poet celebrated for his compassion toward the less fortunate and his remarkable spiritual powers cultivated through deep practice. Master Ji Gong was also known as Dao Ji, and in his youth as Xiu Yuan. From a young age, he displayed extraordinary intelligence. He mastered the Confucian classics, Buddhist sutras, and Taoist scriptures, while also excelling in music, chess, calligraphy, and painting. Had he chosen to pursue the imperial examinations instead of the monastic path, he would almost certainly have risen to the highest ranks in government. Upon his arrival at Lingyin Temple in Hangzhou, China, the abbot, Elder Master Yuan Kong, vegetarian, immediately recognized Dao Ji's exceptional spiritual destiny. Later, when the elder awakened his innate Buddha nature, Dao Ji experienced a sudden and profound realization. To conceal his enlightenment, he began deliberately acting eccentrically, appearing as mad to avoid attention. In Buddhist tradition, this is sometimes viewed as a form of skillful means or upaya, a compassionate strategy employed by enlightened beings to teach others in ways that are effective and unobtrusive. The monastery, Ji Gong's playful antics and non-conforming ways puzzled many monks. He sat in strange meditation postures, muttered to himself, and behaved in ways that led others to call him the crazy monk. One monk in particular, the strict disciplinarian Guang Liang, vegetarian, strongly disliked him. Guang Liang had recently commissioned an expensive monk's robe. Ji Gong quietly pawned the robe and pasted the pawn ticket on the monastery gate for everyone to see. In those days, a pawn ticket had to be presented exactly as issued. If it was removed or altered, it would be invalid. As a result, Guang Liang and several monks carried the entire monastery gate to the pawn shop to get the robe back. Humiliated by the situation, Guang Liang accused Ji Gong of repeatedly stealing valuables and requested that the abbot punish him. But Elder Master Yuan Kong replied,
若无赃物，便不能定罪。你们暗中观察他，若真有确凿的证据，再带来见我。
So Guang Liang sent 2 novice monks to watch Ji Gong closely. One day, they saw Ji Gong sneaking around the great hall, peeking into different places, and finally emerging with something bulky hidden in his robe. Certain they had caught him in the act, they seized him and dragged him before the abbot. Guang Liang declared,
这个疯和尚又违反了清规，按照我们的戒律，他应当被剥去袈裟，逐出寺院。
The abbot calmly said,
把他带上来，道济，把你偷的东西拿出来。
Ji Gong replied,
师父，他们冤枉我了。我在大雄宝殿扫地，没有容器成灰土，就暂时放在袍子里，请您自行查看。
He loosened his robe cord, and a pile of dust and soil spilled onto the floor. Although Ji Gong's behavior often caused an uproar, his master understood his true heavenly nature and once exclaimed, 'The gate of Buddhism is so vast. Why is this crazy monk not forgiven?' Beneath his eccentric exterior was a sincere cultivator walking an unconventional yet authentic spiritual path. However, after Master Yuan Kong passed away, Ji Gong was eventually expelled from Lingyin Temple. Master Ji Gong wandered the world appearing foolish and carefree, yet behind this disguise, he quietly saved countless lives and spread the true teachings of the Buddha. Touched by his charitable deeds and unconditional love, people came to revere him as Ji Gong, the living Buddha. Given his exceptional abilities, one might wonder, why didn't he openly display these gifts to help the people? The problem was not his lack of ability. but the corrupt and politically unstable climate of the southern Song dynasty. During this time, anyone displaying unusual wisdom or extraordinary abilities risked provoking jealousy, suspicion, or even persecution. Even General Yue Fei, celebrated for his loyalty and military skill, fell victim to this environment. Stories often describe monks or officials feeling threatened by Ji Gong's gifts, whether healing the sick, foreseeing events, performing miracles, helping those in need, or confronting injustice. Thus, adopting the guise of a mad wanderer allowed him to move freely and approach ordinary folk without intimidation, to share profound truths in a light-hearted way, and even to expose corruption without arousing hostility. One day, as Master Ji Gong was walking toward Lingyin Temple, he sensed that a nearby mountain was about to collapse onto a village. He rushed over and warned the residents to flee, but they laughed and dismissed his words as the ramblings of a crazy monk. Master Ji Gong noticed a wedding procession in progress. Without hesitation, he picked up the bride, slung her over his shoulders, and ran out of town. The bewildered groom and wedding procession frantically chased after him, and soon the whole village followed in pursuit. Just as they passed through the village gate, the mountain peak collapsed, obliterating the village in an instant. Amid the chaos, Ji Gong also noticed a young girl who had fallen behind. A massive boulder was hurtling toward her. With a swift motion, he aimed his palm at the boulder and stopped it with his powers, saving the little girl's life. Thanks to Ji Gong's extraordinary intervention, everyone was spared. The legendary boulder, known as Hangzhou's Flying Peak, 飞来峰, still bears the imprint of a hand at its base, and today it stands as a popular tourist attraction. In his later years, Ji Gong resided at Jingci Temple, where he was appointed a scribe monk. It was here that another celebrated story of Ji Gong's supernatural abilities was born. It was the 23rd day of the 6th lunar month, the fire god's birthday. More visitors than usual came to Jingci Temple under the scorching sun. Around noon, a young girl in a red dress appeared nervously outside the temple gate. Ji Gong suddenly rushed out from the kitchen, holding a bamboo stick, and blocked her entry. Whenever she tried to slip past, he intercepted her. To bewildered onlookers, it appeared as if he was harassing the young lady. The abbot scolded him and ordered him aside. The girl finally pushed into the great hall, but then vanished. Suddenly, a strong wind swept through the hall. Candles flared, and the temple caught fire. Ji Gong then explained,
那女子乃是火神化身，打算在午时烧毁寺庙，我阻挡了她，才使火势无法完全成型。
Afterward, the abbot tasked Ji Gong with rebuilding the main hall. According to legend, Ji Gong visited an official asking for wood. He then used his supernatural abilities to cover the trees he wanted with his robe. Ji Gong transported the wood back to Hangzhou by river. When the rafts passed the checkpoints, the officials tried to stop them and collect taxes. Ji Gong explained that the wood was for rebuilding the temple, not for trade. The checkpoint official challenged him.
和尚，你若有本事让木头沉到江底，我就不向你征税。
Using his powers, Master Ji Gong caused the wood to sink beneath the river's surface, allowing it to pass the checkpoints without being taxed. Back at the temple, logs magically began to appear out of a well at the temple until there were enough to rebuild the main prayer hall. When the abbot yelled, "Stop!" one log was still half submerged in the well. This log remains in the Awakening Mind well, also popularly known as the Divine Transport Well. Today, it is a popular tourist site and place of remembrance for venerated Master Ji Gong.
世间最肮脏、 莫过于吃荤；最残忍莫过于杀生；求福莫过于斋戒布施；求寿莫过于不杀放生。济公活佛素食者。
Venerated Enlightened Master Ji Gong, vegetarian, known as the Living Buddha, was a 12th century Zen master and poet, celebrated for his compassion toward the less fortunate and his remarkable spiritual powers cultivated through deep practice. He is often depicted wearing ragged monastic robes, large beaded necklaces, and a hat with the Chinese character for Buddha. In his right hand, he carried his signature gourd bottle. In his left, a reed fan. The fan represents liberation from negative energy and the intentional attraction of positive energy. The gourd symbolizes non-attachment and the ephemeral nature of the mundane world. Due to Master Ji Gong's unconventional appearance and laid-back demeanor, many mistakenly believe he ate animal people meat and drank wine. He did neither. Although people assumed his gourd carried alcohol, he could transform its contents into vinegar, water, or other beverages. In the 1989 Brazil lecture, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Vegan clarified these misconceptions.
济公活佛为什么可以吃肉？
他没吃肉了，乱讲话。
你岁没吃了。
问这个就是一贯道的人是不是？
pergunta isso pertence a 一贯道，
是吗？
não é？
如果是的话，回去看那个《天堂游记》，里面他有讲很清楚。他说他从来没吃肉过。
Se fosse de 一贯道，
leiam
esse livro de Passeio ao Inferno e Passeio ao Céu。
都是他
aprenderão que ele não come carne。
他是画出来给取笑别人而已。
Essas carnes são transformadas por ele para
你们看他故事也知道。
Se vocês lerem bastante, vocês compreenderão。
对，有时候他那个看人家看他吃什么一块肉，等一下会变成一个葫芦而已。
Ele é uma pessoa que tem poderes para transformar as coisas. Ele fez isso só para
对，他要取笑那些和尚嘛，一天到晚吵他，就说他发疯等等，说他用神通取笑玩啊，他无聊啊，世界无聊，他在玩。
Isso é apenas gozação com os monges que desconhecem o seu poder.
哎呀，看怎么看不清楚，乱讲话。
Vocês não leem direito e ficam falando qualquer coisa.
诬告佛菩萨。
Donde calúnia a Buda.
A Travelogue of Heaven and Journeys to the Underworld are Taiwanese of Formosan books of moral guidance. Through spirit writing or planchette divination, they recount a medium's divinely ordered journey with Master Ji Gong through heaven and hell at the Jade Emperor's command. In a Travelogue of Heaven, Master Ji Gong explained,
以为我不正经，其实他们看错了。世间有食肉和尚，天上绝无饮酒罗汉。一席时，我在天上观看出家修行者，口吃清斋，心怀鬼胎，少有善知识开悟佛法，都是混饭来吃。我不忍佛门慧命，悬丝欲断，故投胎下凡，化名修缘，普度群生，佯疯卖傻，游戏人间，专门与那些和尚作怪。
Unlike traditional monastic disciples, Master Ji Gong was a carefree spirit with a mischievous sense of humor. In 2024, Supreme Master Ching Hai explained,
There was a Buddha. His name was Qigong Buddha. He carried a kind of a gourd that people used to drink wine in the ancient times, and he kept drinking on it. Maybe it's real wine inside, but he never really drank. So people scolded him and all kinds of things. He never drank. He never ate animal people meat, even though it looked like that. He didn't eat real animal people meat. Nowadays, you can eat like a leg of vegan chicken. It looks like a leg of chicken person. You can eat the whole vegan chicken, which looks like the whole chicken person, but it's not. Maybe in those times, they also make similar things. Therefore, they say the Buddha even eats pig people's feet. He never did. No. He even say whoever eats animal people meat is not his disciple. You all know that.
In chapter 22 of A Travelogue of Heaven, Master Ji Gong visits the Crystal Palace where enlightened beings and the spirits of fish and shrimp people cultivate the way, striving for higher spiritual attainment. Suddenly, a large shrimp person addressed the assembly.
你别小看我们水中兄弟姐妹，我们今天能够到这里来，也都是有一段非凡历史。你静静听吧。鱼虾水族是弱肉强食的生物，但我们一生仅吸取海河之水及植物海苔，绝无侵蚀其他的伙伴。上体上天好生之德，下体同类之情，如此清白度过一生，所以今天能到这里来。我们虽名为鱼虾水族，但我的心与仙佛无异，所以我们不久将脱壳幻化人身，再现出法相，与其他高僧无异。这里的高僧许多都是我们变化而来的，只要修炼期满，功夫成熟，一跳就脱壳了。世人也是居住在一具甲壳之中，希望你们不要背着人体，行着禽兽不如的勾当，否则你们脱壳之后，只好再附于禽兽身上，轮回转世了。
On May 16th, 1209, Master Ji Gong passed away at Jingci Temple. Before departing this earthly realm, he left the following verse.
60年来狼藉，东壁打到西壁，如今收拾归来，依旧水年天壁。
His remains are enshrined in the Hupao Spring, now part of Hupao Temple, and is parked in Hangzhou, China. Ji Gong Pagoda was later erected there in his honor. Ji Gong, the living Buddha, lived a life of compassion, generosity, and spiritual cultivation. Through his kindness, empathy, and cheerful altruism, he teaches us not to judge others without knowing their true intentions and heart, and that this understanding comes only through the pursuit of enlightenment.
你们总是被教导要谨言慎实，遵循此教诲时，还需要向诸佛祈求庇佑吗？是的，因为这样我们才会有更多的庇护保障。别担心，你们无需求助于众多宗教来寻求额外的保障。相信我，最灵验的佛就在你那边。一旦你被开悟明师以天命传授心印，你就不需要任何其他东西了。
In 1991, our most gracious Supreme Master Ching Vegan recounted a story about Ji Gong Buddha.
I had mentioned to you before about this group of special practitioners.
Yo les mencioné antes acerca de este grupo de practicantes.
They make many trends and contacted some kind of higher guys, and then this guy will probably take him around.
Que entran en trance y contactan con algunos guías más altos, y entonces estos guías los llevan a que conozcan algunas cosas.
There's supposed to be an ancient Buddha called濟公活佛. The living Buddha before. Yeah.
Resulta que se trataba de un Buda anterior.
And this Buddha is supposed to be very funny and very fun-loving and freedom-loving. He's supposed to come and guide anyone who likes him, taking him around and investigate this word and that word.
Y resulta que este Buda es un Buda muy simpático, y entonces está dispuesto a venir y llevar a las personas a echarse una vueltecita por otros lugares.
But funny enough, I tell you, many of this group many people of this group came to be initiated now because the Buddha, the so-called Buddha, them to come to Master Ching Hai if they want to be better, if they want to improve their spiritual attainment.
Pero el asunto es que muchos de los practicantes de este grupo vinieron a mí por la iniciación y ahora son iniciados, porque este guía, este Buda que los llevó, les dijo que debían venir donde la maestra Ching Hai para iniciarse si es que querían desarrollarse más espiritualmente.
And one of the disciples asked him, "But how about you? How about you? Why aren't you not great enough? Yeah, aren't you not great enough?"
Y uno de los discípulos le preguntó cuando el Buda le dijo esto, ¿y usted no es suficientemente grande?
And the Buddha,濟公Buddha, answered, "Oh, I'm just a little bit lower than Master Ji."
Y entonces este Buda le contestó, bueno, la verdad es que yo estoy un poquito más abajo que la maestra Ching Hai.
Oh, when they told me this story, I could not stop laughing.
Cuando me contaron esta historia, yo no podía parar de reírme.
Because I admire his honesty.
Porque yo admiré su honestidad.
It's so funny.
How blessed we are to have the opportunity to receive the guidance of Supreme Master Ching Hai. With divine grace, may we grow in goodness and love through a planet-saving vegan lifestyle and sincere spiritual practice.